Good people of the world of old, hello. So, just loaded up the save from last week. I don't quite remember what I was doing. Well, I was planning for a wonderful game, and so far it's not a very wonderful game. Hati has literally more wonders than we do. Although with Necropolis and an additional wonder, we are doing decently on culture. Decently only, nothing great, nothing like a rush. Hi, Hut of Mistweil, hello. We had Dane's Trouble in the north. Some sizable expansion, but a very compact empire, I would say, with 4 cities so far. We have a judge, a doomed judge, on the throne at the moment. Yeah, we don't even kill there, so there's no real question as to what we do, I believe. I suppose I could pick Warden, but I don't know that I'm full of orders, so maybe that's not the wisest choice. Alright, let's inflict token damage here. Rebel trouble in the Empire as well. We are in a... We have opinion issues, partly tied to religions. I don't know it came to be so bad with Zoroastrianism. Greedy versus gracious. That's about it really, that's enough, it seems. Zoroastrianism is in only one of our cities. We have none of the granaries we promised our people. One is in production here, but that's about it, which isn't brilliant. That looks a lot better. Why is this spearman so strong? But is that over a river here? No, oh, Furious family, yes, of course. Can we do something immediate to that? It doesn't appear we can. Okay, we have a solid stone economy, and that's the only form of economy we know about. Okay. Let's hit that person. Use our Furious Warrior to do what they can. Oh yes, and Plague, of course. So my units are all going to lose additional hit points. And I probably misled that because I don't know how to finish it, essentially. Okay, let me see if we can do better. What would that do? Okay, actually I kill in one hit here. I don't know if that changes much regarding... I don't kill quite in one hit. Why is that? Oh, because it's PS1, it's only 25%, it's not 50%. Alright, so that probably doesn't change much to anything. This guy cannot get there because my units are limited to 2 fatigues. This one not, because they are not plagued. For reasons I'm uncertain about, but still, they are not plagued. We can move here. Okay, I suppose that decides it. That's worth the additional order, I suppose. So that would be 4, that would be 6. But hopefully we are in time with this additional warrior here to kill, even if we are wasting some of our damage. And we haven't used the spear as a consequence. I think I'm just going to shield the worker and heal a little bit on my way. Probably nothing better than this to be done. The plague is ended, thankfully. So let's see if we can have a few workers ready to work next turn. Yeah, I didn't undo that. I suppose one more quarry. Yeah, that's maybe stupid what I just did. Maybe I should have just gone for the underworld shrine. I hope I don't need orders to do something with my... we're getting a farmer? Oh yes, here. Okay. I suppose worker would be handy. We have quite a few. It's going to be harder to produce more though, because we are not a builder anymore, of course, and soon not a judge either. We are quite far from a citizen, even with the plague completing though, so I'll take the citizen in my sage seat. Oh, hello Fluffy, welcome to the stream. How are you, my friend, this evening? So this attribute point doesn't do much because my king is dying. Still, that's a bit of a benefit, and maybe I'm not dying quite now. And anyway, it's not like I have something better to pick than an attribute point, so might as well. Alright, let's see what the next turn brings to us. What? Okay, so that was very poorly played. I didn't even check, I just assumed that, oh, intolerant, remove gracious. I know I'm dying, but this is very tempting, but... But if I survive even one turn, minus 20%, minus a lot more, losing gracious as well, would be a pain. Yeah, I'm not sure. Orthodoxy is probably where we want to go long term. I believe the Heliopolis is in the game. Yes, it is. But maybe very early for now. Hope Rejuvenation is treating me well. Well, I don't know quite yet. I hope Rejuvenation will treat me better than you do in our duel. But yeah, happy to be streaming. I enjoy Rejuvenation very much. So the game should be good. Oh, this is very miserable. Can I do something about that? I don't believe the 10% from strike would be enough to kill in one go. I suppose we can test. Let's use undo to check. No, it would be. Alright. Repair our city. Yeah, we'll probably want even more spears to deal with the current situation in the Empire. Okay, this is much better than 3 hit points of damage already. I don't think I'm quite in a position to kill, and I don't want to move too far. There's a lot coming up from the north. Yeah, alright, let's kill. Repair the city. Okay, so there are Danes sites that we would like to settle up north. Not in range to do that quite yet. Do we have a husbandry? We do not. Where are we in the tech tree? Okay, so we are going for citizenship scholarship, most probably. Husbandry would be welcome though. I believe we have several husbandry resources now. There's one here. There's no less than 3 already in the territory of Per Atom. Which of course would boost adjacent farms, which is a distinct possibility here. We really want to work a lot more seriously on food production. We have more, even a lush tile here, some more temperate tile, some more lush tile even in the middle of the hills. We definitely want those improvements, and I think I'll prioritize the farm for right now. I'll let this guy get up to full health by himself next turn. Let's prepare our units to make themselves useful again. Okay, what's the competition for orders now? I suppose I should check my events. I'm still alive. Oh yes, okay, so that was that big question. We can grab an additional courtier. A courtier would be welcome. Our son is not of age, but they will be in age to be tutored from next turn onward, so that would be welcome. Simplify, simplify. Yeah, being blessed is good. Probably we want to keep that to enact legal code as soon as we get there. The free law is tempting, the legitimacy is tempting. Losing 2 points of charisma and an additional 20% multiplier on everything isn't. But presumably that's only for 1 turn, right? Because we are dying. Yeah, okay, I'll get the courtier. I just started a new duel on Rejuvenation against the Purple Bull Moose. Excited to see how that goes. Yes, there's a lot of randomness at the beginning. So if the map is small for a duel, I suspect a few lucky tiles could do a lot. But if the game goes longer, it should average out. So I'm not sure. I haven't tried, of course, but. Yeah, okay, free orthodoxy and intolerant, so be it. We are dying and we should account for it. Let's see what workers needs to be healed. Yes, grab a theater. Grab a theater, really? Is that what we want to do? Or do we want to just upgrade our onion? I believe maybe we do. Is there anything we might want to upgrade? Potentially. I think I'm sending this... yeah, okay, I'm just upgrading just for the orders so that I keep 4 orders to move my scout potentially to their full extent. But it seems it would be foolish to move them to their full extent, potentially. Suppose I could explore here. Alright, no more forests in immediate range. Let's fall back. But there are indeed a bunch of Danes up here that we will have to deal with soon enough. Okay, we got our farmer. We already have a citizen, but I'm probably waiting for the second farmer to be available before I'm getting a specialist here. And in the meantime, what are we doing exactly? A slinger wouldn't be absurd. Although our training generation is tied to our leader being warlike, and the likely regent is slothful, so that would probably never complete. So this is not the actual number here. It will be closer to, I don't know, 9 turn total or something like that. So maybe just pick a treasury. 100 money. Do something with our civics. Maybe training one day. Okay, more rebels in Seshesh, where our troops are. It seems I am still alive. Alright, I am an undying king. Let's tutor before I forget. I think we want to fall back with everything. We want to draw them in. We don't want to creep up little by little while our units die. Essentially, that's what would happen before we get the side. There are additional raiders, so there are other sides. I don't know if they're coming from here or from somewhere else. But we should probably care about the answer to that question. So, is this enough, this guy? No, he is not. Alright. And they can target me up to here and here. So if we want to draw them in, we have to fall back. Let us do that. A symbolic slap to this guy. Heal. Since we are still a judge, let's get an amphitheater while we are at it. And work on an Odeon. Where are we religion-wise? I believe we have adopted Zoroastrianism earlier. No, we have not. We've gone straight for the religion we founded, as one does. So we have 4 laws. We could also upgrade our garrison to a stronghold immediately, and I have to confess that is very tempting. So, okay, I'll do that. We have a pair of officers. Well, let's get a 1-turn slinger. That way I'm sure it doesn't play... doesn't get thwarted by becoming slothful from one turn to the next. I feel I would want additional workers, additional clerics worker to help my capital, which I don't want to tie in with workers. I want to make either units, because the capital is decent at it, or specialists. Essentially, if I have citizen specialists, if I don't have citizens units. Probably, because I invested in the pair of officers. So in there, alright. Let's get a longer worker. I will probably want to buy this tile with my capital and pile the civics up there. That's, I believe that would be our second marble following this one. Yeah, I don't believe I have marble on any of those tiles, and I don't see more. Okay, religious title. Okay, it's a duration that changes. Well, the Jewish people like us well enough, and none of our family are actually following the religion, so I think I'm tweaking the legitimacy. Time for them to convert, it will still be a major bonus. Any religion would help, even if they were pagan, that would be a considerable help to my cities. I have shrines in all my cities, so people will probably convert to paganism. Okay, at one point I want to do mass farm upgrades, farm improvements up here. So let's send some workers back. Well, I suppose a little slower, but heal them all. I would like to have some workers back to full health soon enough. Yeah, mines also would be quite good. So, all right, let's speed that up, even if they're only missing 2 hit points. Okay, we are almost full health. What could we invest into? We already have disciples. This is a bit too costly still. I think I'm just grabbing the treasury for now. Let's see how that works out. Well, apparently we managed to draw them in. Well, I'm still around. The prince could become blessed, inspiring, pious, ascetic, or insane. Knowing my luck, I'd become ascetic probably, which is possibly worse than insane. Cease talking and accept my coin. Well, maybe? Who do we kill first? I think we want to kill the raiders first. Units are mostly hurt. How much damage would they do? 4, 5 to my warriors apparently, or 6. Yeah, well, okay, depends on the opinion of the family. Ascetic works out okay more often than not, I find. Yeah, well, I was stuck with an ascetic leader for some 30 turns recently with no options to get out, and not being able to appoint them as a governor or general felt frustrating at the very least. I don't know that it breaks the game, but yeah, I believe it was an ascetic judge, so I could still upgrade, but I couldn't have them as a governor and use them to a specialist. Yeah, that didn't feel great to me at any rate, but that's not to say that it's necessarily a worse choice for that. It's just one I didn't enjoy, I suppose. Alright. Are we dying immediately? Yes. Alright, so this is silly what I'm starting to do. I should go back directly. And should simply be checking for the damage I expect to receive. And alright, keep falling back. We want to save our walker. Let's put our healthier spear forward. And just stabilize for now. I think Islander is valuable in general, but it doesn't do anything. But I kinda want to pick it over Fierce, but Fierce would help me on the defense where I stand. And once again, I don't really want to push at the moment. I don't have enough to do something with a push, essentially. Or at least that's how I perceive the situation. Exact kills only. I don't know that I can do that at the moment. I have to be happy with any kill. But I will try, and I will celebrate my exact kills if I can get any. Yeah, okay. I'll want the farms, but I'll want to do them once this one is completed to get the rebate on the improvement as Egypt for adjacent improvements of the same class. I want this guy to be a bit more useful, and possibly it's probably better to have someone around in the south directly. So, okay, this is for raid defense, so steadfast is guaranteed to be good. Let's pick that. My Odeon is progressing. We have Scythians to our east. Let's get the quarry. Heal. Well, start a mine adjacent to the other one, once again for the rebate. Yeah, I thought I had a glut of workers, but actually, well, I suppose I have to heal most of them at the moment, so it's not very apparent. But I almost feel like I could do with more. The Calling of God. Alright, are we risking it then? I don't think I can pay for that. I could sell a lot of stone, but for luxury, probably not. What happened there? Oh yes, my wife hates me and just became the head of... yes, and became the head of the family. So that's what happened. So that penalty should extinguish as I die. Yeah, and it's the king that would get the discipline, the dying king. Alright, let's risk it. And I can't afford that, I'm afraid. Alright, we got our slinger. I believe we want one more. Is our scout doing anything useful? Well, it doesn't really look like it, but let's have a look and come back. Okay, so I'm now officially dead. This is officially a legacy and I'm becoming ascetic. So, alright, there you go. I could pick righteous at a point of discipline, but that doesn't seem to do that much. Since I won't be a governor, I guess I get the leader bonus, some happiness everywhere. How helpful would that be? A little bit helpful, but really what I need is a bit deeper than that. I need my religion to be to spread, to have better opinions of me. Did I lose a unit? No, okay, I had a display bug apparently though. Alright, so I could do 8 and 2. So that would be 8 and 5, and I'm missing, yeah, well, that's not an exact kill, I'm afraid. My dear bunny, but I might call it good enough. Let's check the events. Alright, I'm tempted by the legitimacy. Sure, I'll have the regent. I probably need to resolve anything that's related to the leader before if I wanted to apply to my king though. I could pay orders for opinion from Judaism. I think I'm doing that. Promotion. Yeah, okay, I'll check the promotion. Alright, let's do that. What do I have? I don't think that's enough. I don't think I go from 8 to 9. Well, let's check. Let's check. Maybe, yeah, no, I do not. Combat rarely gets you over the board, so unless you are counting on getting all 3, I tend to avoid it actually, so. Maybe when I get it from a free promotion somewhere, I would push the line. But 5% is not always significant. So it doesn't feel good, at least to me, and maybe just being greedy to pick a promotion that doesn't do anything, or that doesn't do anything when I need it to do anything. Strike is more likely to change the picture, though. But I'm missing 2 damage, so I would need it to go from 5 to 7, and I don't believe that will do that. No, I get exactly to 6. Maybe if I can do something to the opinions as well. Alright, so I'm not picking it on my leader, but I'll take the legitimacy, thank you. I may yet be king, but I want to deal with the rest. I think I'm taking the opinion bonus from Judaism. That can't hurt. Do I have a decent governor? I suppose I have my regent queen. Slothful doesn't mesh with my military prediction, of course. But the science multiplier is a bit too good to pass, I believe. I don't have garrisons anywhere, do I? No garrison here. No garrison in Sheshesh, and none in Per Atom either. Alright. Yeah, I think I'm picking it. It's a bit too good to pass. Okay, so can I get something better than that? Well, I can hear they are missing the same number of points, so yeah, alright, that works. Okay, and now with strike, I get an exact kill, and I will ask my good friend the bunny to validate the exact kill there, the precise kill, and sure, you be the regent then. And I also get an event for that. Oh, I could get peace for the Dane. I don't think I want that though. If I'm poised to attack any tribes, they are the target that is suggesting itself. I sort of want to kill the raiders before the Dane, because having this Dane out slows down additional units spawning, contrary to the raider. Okay, I can get 4, maybe more, maybe 5. Okay, that would be 9, and I would be missing 6 points of damage. I'm not getting that this turn anyway, so I need to save my walker. Why can't I? Alright, there is a problem with unit overlap. Here I see both icons, but a moment ago I was seeing only one. Something we should look at. Alright, no matter what, this guy is retreating. I don't believe they kill me in one shot. Maybe this guy, they do kill. No, because they are furious as well. Let's do the minor hit there. Yeah, okay, I'll pick fierce. Well, I actually won't. Because I don't have the orders to do everything. And I value strike more, even though I didn't get a follow-up, so that wasn't so good. Alright, a chance for peace. Could get a flat-out truce. But why do that? Alright, I still lost my wire, so I'm not computing anything right. Might as well become humble. Yeah, let's repair, even if I'll be working on ideally a pair of farms. I'm really missing the discipline for my king now. Alright, this is an exact kill as well, although the trivial version. Okay, I can get 8 and 5. Yeah, well, I can kill that guy. That's I'm somewhat confident about that. Yes, I can. And let's see what my workers are doing or not doing, as seems to be the case. I do want wood. The rejuvenation map, even in the late game where you become rich in everything, doesn't spawn much but forest, so that tends to remain an issue. Yeah, I want to move forward with that guy, that's for sure. I'll get my other slinger, okay, as well. I want to get this tile and to start the quarry now, so I have to buy it with a military unit to be able to stack the worker immediately without being a builder. Citizenship in 2 turns is great news. She's a cool ambassador, but she doesn't have a family and she is my only tutor, which reminds me that I should do something about that. Twice, actually. Alright, that's a cool perk of having a scholar regent. Yeah, what I would most want is a religious opinion, unfortunately. That doesn't seem to be an option. How much to buy? Yeah, something like 150, I believe it's worth it. I have to get food anyway, so let's start this farm. Alright, I saw a lush tile spawn somewhere. I don't want to pay for that. I'm sure I'll dislike the consequences of my choice, but... Alright, let's draw them in again. This is costly in orders, but my units are all half dead, what with the plague and the previous wave of barbarians and my misplays, so let's see about doing something about that. I think I want to get mines, but I want to get them there in a big pack. And yeah, I mentioned garrisons would be useful, but I don't have any great opportunities for well, not any opportunities. I have other priorities for my workers, I should say. Alright, we are not spending. Oh, I get to become a builder. Yes. Okay, that's awesome. I could get an ambition for the mausoleum. I believe we could start the mausoleum right now. I believe we should start the mausoleum right now. Where do I have a worker? Is it shocking, a mausoleum here? Well, see if I care. And I should repair this tile. Yeah, let's shop, start a mine. So, starting a mine adjacent to 2 mines, I paid fewer resources. To be a bit more precise, 12 wood instead of 20. So, chop and start a mine, and I have a bit less of a deficit. So, it's valuable to use if you can. It's not something that should prevent you from getting what you need without such a bonus, if that's an opportunity. But something to consider in some cases where you can make use of the bonus. Peratom is done with its. Okay, I'll start working on this next farmer. Oh, thank you for the moderating help, Fluffy. Alright, so I'm done with my slinger. I could spend a bit more stone on a bit more slingers. Is that the best thing I have to do? I have available to me at the moment? It might be. Well, I do have a citizen, but I suppose I assume I have a monk. I have a monk. All right, let's get the civics. It doesn't cost me any food, so I don't have the problem of having to buy the food. Okay, citizenship got. Because we splurged on the mausoleum, we cannot quite start right now. I will provide you with a guide. Good cash, but yeah, all right. I had other plans for this place. Where's my spearman? Is that the one? Did I lose them? Didn't I have a well-promoted ranger, in particular spearman, on that tile? End of last turn? Oh yeah, alright. He's on the other side of the river now. That's a bit strange, getting pushed to the other side of the river from where they were standing. Alright, there are more of these rude people. It's too tempting to upgrade when you are missing exactly 5 points. And I want them yield, sorry, and I want them upgradable, if and when possible. This guy cannot cross, and I have the 3 hit points from there. Okay, that's fine. All right. Floods always seem to split your force in awkward way. Those evil design. Oh yeah, designers are the worst. Okay, we want to repair this stuff before it dies, and we will have a lot to repair. So okay, let's do that now. What else happened? Oh, the goals. Okay, the goals. Well, all right. We're not getting anything from. Well, we're getting an ambition from declaring war, but no legitimacy, nothing immediately valuable. And we are at the other end of the map. They are on our south, and we are all concentrated to go against the Danes. So I'm just going to pick the XP and be happy with the truce. It's not a truce that costs me legitimacy, so that's good enough for me. They do not like me, this person. Why is that? Oh, religion once again. They will understand when they are ready. Well, not much of a choice once again. Yeah, awkward split indeed. Let's take the opportunity to heal. And by opportunity, I mean... of course, we wouldn't have to heal without the flood anyway, but... it's not bad to do it. Yeah, I'd be tempted to get even resourceless farmers there, but I would like lush tiles or something a bit more beneficial. I believe all those tiles are temperate. No, this one is lush, but yeah, just conceal, I believe. What do we do with that? That's not where we want to go. We want scholarship at this point, I believe. Tech-wise. Yeah. Scholarship or a quick rotation. A police or something like that to go toward forestry. I suppose architecture wouldn't be stupid. But yeah, let's follow the Oh, no, okay, I'm being an idiot. Architecture would be great. We are planning to make wonders, so we want engineering early. It's not as efficient science-wise, I believe, in my situation, as going straight for scholarship would be. But it's a bit quicker, and the bars are valuable, of course, but I would rather take libraries. But engineering law fits with our plans for this game, so let's go that way. Oh, the Hittites are benefiting most from the Danes leaving their camps to attack us. Most unfortunate. Free law, monotheism. I don't want monotheism. I'm very happy with my current law. Thank you very much. Uh, this is research. Yes. The world is full of dangers indeed. And I very much like the subtext, which I believe was added later because originally this option was automatically affable. So that's probably the work of Anthropatia, as she's known on our Discord, and also writing in my book, as always. They are pesky, those Danes. Okay, maybe we change tack. Instead of going up here, we are going there. We still need to kill those guys along the way. Exact kill again. Yeah, go back. I don't really have the wood to effect the repair I want. Okay, we don't have so many orders left anymore. We are not even positive on food yet. What are we doing here? Not that much. Let's repair our stronghold. But I don't want monotheism. I don't want to lose legitimacy, and I don't want to convert to Zoroastrianism. So I think I'm picking the opinion penalty once again. So don't do this at home. I complain about opinion spirals, but that's probably just the way I'm playing. Well, or in part the way I'm playing anyway. We have miserable growth as well. We just have our granary helping us, and that's really not much. I think this is just Council for now. Not Treasury Council. And yeah, we don't have the orders I would aspire to have. This is food, and I should be getting it, and I should be chopping those forests. I want them to have a chance to regrow. The opportunities to chop are few and far between, so I will try as much as possible not to clear cut, because I don't see myself gaining a glut of wood anytime soon. Alright, I still lost a unit. Oh, it's not true. I get bitter or lose my archetype. Okay, Zealot does what if I cannot be a general or governor? It doesn't do enlist, that's for sure. The courage doesn't do much of anything. I would rate it much less than the discipline, for instance. I suppose I could rush in my in cities with my stat religion using training, but I don't have an awesome training generation. And I would get an extra fatigue point, but I don't have the orders to spend it. On the other hand, Builder has really awesome perks, even if you're not Governor. Stacking workers is huge, especially in a game where I'm going for wonders. Getting workers for on the cheap is awesome. I don't have to be a Governor to do that. So I think I have to pick Bitter. What were the conditions of that, by the way? Student. Okay, yeah, alright, just a straight punition. Free religious spread, I don't think I really need it. If I believe correctly, I already adopted Revelation, so that will spread naturally. I hope. Are my cities not quite... no, they're not all Jewish, but quite a few of them. There's only per atom because Zoroastrianism spread first, so it was low priority, presumably. I think I'm still picking the civics. Can I even do that? Oh. That's tempting, but that's very tempting too. And I think because of the marble and stonecutters I'm getting, this wins out. If I'm preparing my next king to grab the wonders, what with getting to architecture and everything. Although getting to architecture faster is maybe more important. Anyways, this will only matter for a turn probably, so well, 2. No, only this turn. Yeah, and I think when the regent leaves, so okay, I lost an opportunity to tutor with my queen as well. And I need the money to do something with my minister who hates me because what? They are affable and oh, because they're pagan, I assume. Yes. Can I even pay for that? The legitimacy is painful, but I would have to sell 600 stone to do it. Can I deal with 4 rebel units though? I already lost 1 more unit. These are serious raiders. Strength 5 and 6 in this case. Yeah, I don't know that I could do that. But let's see what spawns. And I'm picking intelligent to go a bit quicker toward architecture. 2 spears, a warrior, and a slinger. That's 10 more turns of siege with the raiders on top. No, I wanted to come back to that event. Alright, so I'm grabbing intelligent. Okay, that's... yes, I'm doing that. It's bad enough having to fall back, losing the opportunity to get the sites I've been fighting for. But I'm saving... yeah, 200 stone, maybe. That's 400 stone spending. Well, I'm investing so much to save some. Let's set up legal code in the meantime. Well, I can't really deal with it, so alright, let's bite the bullet. It's painful. But that's the way it is, unfortunately. This guy is a priority target, right? They are 6 strength. And if I want to compete with the spot, I don't really have a choice. I have to move that way. Efficient or not. Alright, that's another exact kill for you. Can we do a bit more? And by do I mean kill, of course. 5 and 5 and what else? And 3 or potentially 4. Yeah, that's really not gorgeous. Okay, I'm not killing this guy. But let's let's try to move somewhat decently and inflict some damage. Yeah, I suppose Ranger. Oh, 2 more points of damage. Okay, but the militia is still not enough, I believe. Yeah. All right. Let's replay that. I'm undoing a lot more than usual. But I was goaded with that challenge to exactly kill stuff. 5. Can I make it 6? No, I cannot. Yeah, alright. If I'm not killing them, I'm not killing them, and that's it. Get more mines? No, I just said I don't have the money. I wanted this option, painful as it is. Which means I don't have much to spend on getting new improvements, unfortunately. So let's see what I can do with my workers. Get food. That is quite valuable. And get more food, I believe. I'd love to do that in the landowner city, of course, but there's a bit of extra pressure there. All right, I got a stonecutter. I have an opportunity for another one as soon as I get a citizen. So let's work toward that citizen. I should have started a courthouse as well as soon as I could, meaning earlier this turn, but I didn't. Which still says council, I'm afraid. And I got to work her out. I didn't know yet that I would have a builder on the throne soon. At that point, let's just get the treasury. Alright, things are going to happen. I forgot to tutor my son. And I lost an extra charisma point. We are now at -4. I suppose I could gain one more. Could we gain 1 point? I don't know how much sense it makes. If I remain bitter and ascetic, I will still get all the poor events. As a multiplayer, it doesn't matter anyway. Well, I suppose I should at least try, right? I need civics. And yes, I want the throne, thank you very much. And I now have 2 legacies instead of 1. Alright. Can we snatch the site? Yes. With an exact kill as well. Because it's either that or I will have to endure the reproachful glare of my friend and colleague the bunny. The money would be very helpful, thank you. Is this the fabled exact militia kill? I believe it is. It looks suspiciously like it anyway. and send my settler out. Heal my pitiful front line. Alright, taking the crown. Festival 3, Inquiry 3, or just culture? How much culture is that? That's 2 turns of culture at the current rate, and I'm getting the mausoleum, so that's not very valuable. An Inquiry 3 is a substantial amount of research, however, and additional culture. I would become debauched, but so I was right not to pick righteous when I had a chance as well. But yeah, I think I'm getting the Inquiry. That's architecture done next turn, actually. I won't have the civics to enact it and start a wonder, which is a kind of synchronization that feels good when it happens, but, well, it's not happening. I'm still not starting my courthouse without buying orders. I don't know that I want to spend my training on that at the moment, so okay, that's one more turn of delay. I will be able to accelerate the workers by stacking them. How much do Ati hate me at the moment? Not really, actually. Oh, because they are also a builder and humble. That is very lucky, because I'm not sure if I crossed the threshold where they consider I stole their site, or is that something we'll see when I settle. I believe the unit was right at 50%. So depending on how it's evaluated, they might consider that they haven't done the majority of damage. They've done just half of it, so short of a majority. I don't know the exact computation, but going out on a limb, maybe that's what's happening. With that, I have a citizen available, but I don't have food. I don't really want to get those not so great farmers, but maybe that's worth it. That's definitely a spot for a granary, anyway. So yeah, I suppose I need food badly enough, and that's still a to research specialist in a Sage city, so not completely stupid. I didn't remember that I was doing a festival in Wasset. So possibly some form of brain fart there. Okay, I'm not going to get any less close, I'm afraid. And that is definitely a Londoner site, which should greatly improve their opinion. Yes, it did. Because I lost the fewest city penalty, which is a bit more important for them, and they now have most cities. Ex-aequo with Amana, but don't tell them that. But they went from minus 40 to plus 40, so that's very, very sizable. Okay, more Danes up north. Yeah, they are straight up murderers, those people. But if I can kill this one, and I believe I should be able to do that. With an exact kill. You're making me work, Fluffy, you're making me work. Let's cut and repair. Repair the other farm as well. And we don't quite have enough to start another mine, but almost. Almost. This is sun tile, so we are not going there because it's one more turn to complete. But this one is a Santile 2. I'm buying an order to start it now. Oh, and I hadn't caught that. So I'm actually buying more orders. Oh, my worker is dying. Oh, I'm doing something entirely different. Alright. I am buying orders, but to stack this guy on top. I should check a few more things before I play all of my turn. Okay. Council done again. The city is looking slightly better. Let's get a worker. Another worker. Alright, rebels. In Cheshesh, alright, so that's not the worst. I am regal. By virtue of being a builder, I believe. Some happiness. Some discontent. Well, not... bonus opinion from religion paganism. That's interesting because two of my families are pagan. Yeah, I'm getting that. Yeah, straight to scholarship. Sure. Alright, so both my workers are damaged here. I don't know that they would prioritize my wire. I believe they would, but I'm not sure. I'm going to attempt it and cover with yet another worker. The speed up is marginal, but that's to cover my other units. And at least that way they don't further injure my workers if they strike at the wire. So I'm trying to explain why I'm microing a certain way, but maybe I'm just slowing down the narrative by doing that. So I should maybe explain a bit less. Alright, that's 8 and 6 and 5 and 2, I think. So that should work. So this is a tough guy. They don't like die immediately, so let's expose them if we have to expose someone. Oh, once again, let's fish for the exact promotion. Yes, another one. All right. I wish to clarify that this is not a commitment to do only exact kills as was requested, but yeah, it's not working too poorly, the exact thing at the moment. Let's save this guy if we can, or secure them a little bit more. Okay, we are making food. Yeah, I will probably want to make specialists with that, which have been delayed a long time. Oh, I would like to feel like I'm doing stuff rather than surviving, so I might be paying actually. Not that I love it. Could become prosperous? Is that a thing? Is that meaningful? The XP isn't, clearly. Not I cannot become a general, I cannot become a governor. XP is only from events. That's too long a shot. So I'll pick prosperous. Taking it a firm commitment to exact kill only, and I'm very happy to see it being rigorously applied. Keep up the good work. Yes, yes, yes. And by yes, I mean no, of course, but the matriarch. While I'm not close to any of that, although I am very young, and being debauched, bitter, and ascetic, it is quite likely. So ascetic is not even considered a weakness. I swear. don't really have an intention to enact pilgrimage at any point. Yeah, alright, so I think that does it. I'm picking the XP just because I don't want the more bad ambitions. More ambitions that I'm not set up to actually do. And I'm chickening out of the invasion. Alright, I'm still getting a raid. There is yet time. Okay, I could pay an exorbitant price, or I could not, and that's unpleasant. But I probably don't have much of a choice, realistically. All right, so they hit my walker, I believe, my wire, I believe. So I'm going to count on that and hit them back. These guys are raiding over water, most probably. What is this? Flat tile, okay. Not sure what I'm doing with these guys, but I'd like to pick the Ancient Ruin for sure. Do we have a scout around somewhere? Hey! Alright, let's do that first, then. Yes, let's do that first, and let's... yeah, I would like to chop. Do I have anyone better to chop? Yes, I do, I think. I'm almost tempted to start a monastery here, but I want to keep all my forests, realistically. Okay, I moved this guy just because they were standing on an inconvenient tile. I'm going to start my courthouse here, or maybe not. Maybe I'm starting my theater, and I get my courthouse somewhere else. Yeah, okay, I'm sacrificing this forest to get the courthouse started and getting my theater. Okay, because the hamlet will be nice. I didn't specifically plan for it, but if I get an opportunity to get the bonus, why not? We do have some wood around, so let's get the farm. I didn't even attack this guy, but they are doing a lot of damage, so I have to be a bit cautious. There is yet time. No, there is not, I'm afraid. Peace with Hachi, yes. And with that citizen, Wasset would like a monk. I believe I already have one though, so they will be costly, so let's get the marble first. That will work for our laws as well. Let's we might as well adopt engineering right now. We know we are going to get it. And I forgot that I had the pyramid, so actually I have enough to start a wonder. Do I have any form of workers hanging around though? In Wasset? No, I do not. So okay, we'll do that next turn. We'll probably grab the Acropolis. We can pay for the Acropolis. The museum would be very good, but that's a lot of wood we cannot buy. Or at least I assume we don't have enough to buy that. Cothan and Colossus would have to be done in Taremu, which is still a weak city at the moment. Let's get the Fisher. That's food. Which is very valuable. And the opportunity to make an extra net. Yes, okay. Oh, I have to bet. I believe Frogface will dash to victory. Heh, maybe next time. Alright. Oh, we are in tyranny, I forgot that. I think we got it from a free event that we don't have sovereignty actually. Pair discontent. Okay, we'll have to see about that. Our warrior has its work cut out with those raiders coming up. That's not enough to defend in the south. Alright, maybe time to do something about this guy? That's another exact kill, I think. Alright. I dedicate this kill to the 23rd of May. An auspicious date. Righteous, divine, or superstitious, blessed, inspiring, or cursed. I could become deceitful to make matters worse. Well, I like blessed, but I don't know if I'm going there. Alright. I accept the descent. It's a bit more bearable in Namarna city than in a city picked at random. Alright, I like this style. Heal my spear, and we'll want to resume the push forward with the rest of our troops. A prophecy. Alright. Which one should I pick? Superstitious or cursed? In the meantime, I believe I can afford to get some more money. Well, maybe the Sage seat is not the best place to do that. Let's accumulate a bit of civics. We need 2 turns to get a citizen. We'll ask ourselves what we want to do in terms of specialists at that point. I should get those farms. This one first, this one next. Because the pasture will make them good soon enough. We are mostly bored, I believe, here. But I'll pick the treasury. One more wire wouldn't hurt. Alright, we are playing a marginal game. Luckily, our big frightening neighbor is not too huge. Alright, let me find a coin and decide that with head or tail. I do not have a coin. Yes, I do. So head superstitious and tail cursed. And that's head. Let's see what we get. Alright. Mausoleum, okay. Upset to pleased from Kush, so excellent. Another for, and we became superstitious. That was to be expected. We built the mausoleum. Yay! We get raiders for our trouble though. This is my courthouse. Yeah, okay. Let's start to be a bit more intent and serious about our capital. 3 new trees, yes, yes. This is an unexpected bonanza. Are we killing? That's 7, 15. Yes, we are killing, but not exactly, because we have more damage than we need. But if you got to be wrong by one, it's better to have one more point of damage than you strictly need, than to have one less point of damage than you strictly need. So yeah, let's go that way. I would like a shrine actually here, and I'm getting value out of well, I'm getting growth only when I'm getting a grove, and that's not happening soon. Nabbing this pasture would be nice, though. But we need granaries. We need several of them. So let's pick one here. Are we still in time to complete our mission? Barely. Well, barely. Accounting for the degree of according to the number of things I forget. We have a little bit of margin, but not that much. Well, let's chop the forest if we don't know what we're doing. Let's hope these guys are going for the Hittites. Or they've been drawn out by the Hittites. Master Monk, interesting, but I will want to pile up my specialists in my capital. I don't have the food to be making urban specialists everywhere all the time. However, I am looking at Wasset, so yeah, let's get that monk. That would be great. Okay, next time we are starting the next wonder. Or maybe I've been a bit too greedy and I should have done that this turn. Well, let's hope it's still around. Our turn is not too messy, but that was a bit greedy, just going for the completion of the improvements in one turn because I could. But that's maybe not the most cautious approach. We lost the progress we made on our slinger, which is a shame. Let's repair. We'll take more hits before we do that anyway, so we are probably not wasting repair points doing that. New Queen of the Gauls, okay. We are known as the Architect. Fitting with the law that heralded our reign. And the Acropolis is still around, I do believe. Yes. Alright. Which means the Acropolis will be Egyptian. And the ministry, please. Can I get the ministry done this turn? Not quite. Alright, we'll try to do some minor, not so minor worker juggling next turn. Too much damage again. I could get an exact kill, but just not attacking them, letting them take 1 point of damage from attacking the city and killing them next turn, but I'm not doing that. Yes. They know their enemy, excellent. Do I have a significant general? I do not. Yeah, this is still all very slow. To my liking. I'm hesitant to sacrifice this rare riverside forest tile to make a farm, granary or not. Probably we're getting an extra granary, right? Yeah, I'm buying the order. Once again, I have to edge against my forgetfulness. We got a council, we can... Would an archive be stupid? Well, stupid is maybe too strong a word, but it wouldn't be a great play either, so let's grab the acolyte. for now. And I think I want to buy another order to do something with my wire. That's not very impressive, but it's better than to let them twirl their thumb where they are. And I believe we are on repairs until we can do something relevant about this barbarian situation. Failure to type correctly. Meta jokes are the best jokes. The prince and the queen, alright. Well, I suppose the queen is reasonably old, right? And the prince is not that young, but he's not that old either. So all likely that to happen. They kinda like me at the moment, and that's good. And I would like that to stay. That's not too much on the queen though, so I think I'm favoring the prince. I'm still positive with Kush. Okay, kill this idiot. Okay, do our worker juggling. We only need one worker to complete this improvement, so everyone goes to work on something a bit more grandiose. And I possibly just invented a word. I'm not sure if that's a rare word in English or if it's not a word at all, so oh, a rare forest and camel tile. I've never seen that in map generation. That's not what I intended to do, but that's what I did. So okay, I'll live with it, get the farm. And I need another granary somewhere, and I think I presumably want a granary here, but the city is only developing, so I cannot get one. So what I really want is to not forget to get a granary here the following turn. Next turn. Alright. Okay, so we can do some stuff with our workers. Do I want the mine that much? The gem mine? Probably not, but I do want regular plain old iron mines. This is sand, so it takes longer to improve. But okay, it's worth it. I need iron. I don't generate much at all. And heal my units a bit. Okay, so grandiose is because you would say grand, I believe, normally, and in French, grand doesn't have the same connotation. Maybe for a cognomen, but it just means big, grand. So well, yeah, grand is not quite the same as grandiose. Fair enough. We are not paying tribute. Who is to threat? That's my minister. Well, I might throw the minister under the bus, really, if I'm fully honest about that. Do they kill me in one turn if I get here? Not quite. Alright. Okay, so that's 11 turns needed. Okay, so I'm not spinning it by much. Well, I'm not spinning it at all, actually. I'm just making use of a worker. What else do I want to get? Well, there's no urgency. I got my ministry, my courthouse. I got the full chain here. The Shrine of Osiris would be welcome, but it's not exactly... doesn't quite qualify as an urgency, so... I suppose it would if I had a great spot for it, but I do not. I should get my citadel, however. I don't believe we have Oh, we have training. So I can get the camp. Alright, good to know. But we are resuming the offensive against the Danes. By getting an exact kill, once again. Babylon are a great going to try and jump all the way to Magnificent difficulty. Is Babylon a good choice? Just to try to play a bit tall and learn the early game better. Don't mind getting my ass kicked. I'm not trying to win yet. Well, you can do whatever you want if you don't mind getting your ass kicked. But okay, just trying. You're jumping from where all the way up to Magnificent? What have you won recently? Cache, I will speed up. Noble. Okay, Noble to Magnificent is maybe... What is the next one from Noble? Is that directly Glorious? So are you skipping 2 level or more? Essentially is my question. Skipping 2 levels is... if you're comfortable at Noble, it makes sense to skip 2 levels, but I don't know if that gets you to Magnificent. To Magnificent, yeah. So that should be something. It will become, yeah, you will have to be wary of tribes. That will be a big jump in tribe aggression and the threat they present. Oh, that's a raid here, going for Kush, excellent. Which means I probably have a decent shot at grabbing the site from under them if I'm ready to declare on the Thracian. And well, maybe I am. Maybe I'm thinking about it at any rate. Let's get closer with my last order. I don't really want to declare war, but the legitimacy is good. I might throw the courtier under the bus. Wisdom of the oligarch. Control for academies, control for temple. Control for temple is way easier. Because I'm not even sure if I have 4 core cities, and I definitely don't have 4 strong cities. But doctrine will be a high priority. There's no Jebel Bakal, I believe. Yes. So yeah, alright. Let's go for an ambition I can achieve. I think we are buying the 2 food. Yes. Let's get our Elder Monk online. And alright, we're on the goals, which means Wasset will probably get back to getting a few more units as soon as I'm done with my monk. Let's repair the city. I will take additional damage, no doubt. And yeah, I believe that's it. We want our 4th granary. We said we wanted it here. I'm going to forget if I don't do it now, so I'm going to spend the training to buy the orders and start the granary. I don't have the money to pay for it. Let's sell some iron and do it. So we'll complete our legacy with this granary in a few turns. Yeah, we can maybe speed that up a little bit. If I'm spending my last order, but yeah, well, I don't put that much of a priority on it, so long as I complete it, that's good enough. Okay, the matriarch has died. Thracians like me. Cool. Okay, I have this option because I'm prosperous, and I have this one because I'm a builder. I think I want the extra growth. In my sage seat, at least. Alright, kill that guy. I assume I cannot quite repair this turn. Actually, I'm peeling off this worker to sharp a bit. Another worker to chop a bit more. Alright, some micro right there. Good old worker micro. With my wires, I'm probably dying against this guy, which I don't really welcome. Well, I'm not dying immediately, so let's try to do more next turn. Okay, apprentice monk is done. Alright, what do we want in our landowner seat? I think we want culture, so we could go for an acolyte, but the monk is worth more, so maybe not. Yeah, we really want doctrine. We want to spread Zoroastrianism because Zoroastrianism has mythology, as we do, and piling up two instances of mythology is awesome. If you went the whole polytheism road, which we did. Alright, let's just use what growth we have to get an extra. Are we getting an extra worker? No, I believe we are just getting council and we are starting a settler when we can, which is next turn or close to next turn, depending on my other needs on food for the site we are clearing. And here, if you are not getting a specialist, we might be getting a slinger or a spearman, or even an archive. How absurd is that? It's not entirely silly, I suppose. Well, a monastery would be great. Okay, let's call up a disciple. Growth will come in time. And yeah, one more worker. Alright, Wasset will be legendary in 3 turns at this rate. Excellent. We want to be in position to start at least one wonder, at least one legendary one, which will be the Heliopolis, whatever else happens. We don't want to become a zealot. We're picking the culture and the discontent, which means we are legendary actually next turn. This guy dies if I cannot kill this turn, and I'm pretty sure I can't kill this turn. Yeah. Yes, that's just not happening, so so alright, let's replace, let's rotate out. Heal, hit, and hit. So next turn it should be ours at least. Chop, more farm. Alright, this Londoner city is doing good for our economy. It's starting to be a significant amount of farm. Our food is starting to recover. All good signs, of course. We promised this city a monk. Are we doing that? Well, I believe we are, yes. What did we lose? These monsters killed one of my workers, so the Acropolis is not completing this turn. That is very rude. I had plans, you see. Am I risking? No, I'm not. I'm not. I'm healing. Yeah, I can't say I love that. Alright, I really need to do something to get more units in my capital. I don't think I have anything better for production at the moment, and so that's probably my best option. Let's get more workers. I'm sure I'll want more later. Maybe they'll stay idle for a few turns, but if I'm nabbing the Heliopolis, and this looks like a great spot for it, then I'll have orders soon enough. And that means as well that for regular development of my cities, shrines take absolute priority from now on. Okay, Danish raid. What is that? I'd like to fund the rebels. I don't want to declare war on Kush. They like me well enough. Despite the fact that I offended their queen recently. Okay, a warrior, a point of charisma. Citizens and border tiles in Chenu. Well, that works. How great is that? It's good actually, I think. I'm getting all the specialists. I get the salt. I grab the tiles, which would get me the more stuff. Yeah, I didn't expect it to be good. What with not appearing in a seat and everything. But I think it's decent. And this king is not... Well, his stats are still valuable, but not as valuable as if they were... They could be a governor as well or something like that. The warrior would be welcome, but yeah, I think I'm valuing that. We have important things to do. Do we have even a single intact worker? No. Does it matter? Not that much actually, because this worker is LC and that's good enough to start the Heliopolis right here and now. Let's do that. We need a single turn of work in this place, so we'll aim for that. Alright, I have plans for this guy, so I will heal them fully. Heal them not fully. We were saying we wanted a settler, but we didn't get the settler. How committed are we to our master monk? Not that crazy committed, I believe. How long for a settler? 7 turns. Well, that's less than ideal. Yeah, alright. We are delaying the worker rather than delaying the master monk then. What's that? Is getting me a spearman, I believe. This is a matter of some urgency with the southern situation. Let's sell some iron, fund the rebels in Kush, keep them busy a bit. Alright, this is our last granary completing. This would be a decent farm, but I really want the shrine now. Let's stop dilly-dallying with that. Alright, this is not a walker, this is a disciple, which is good. But I cannot really afford buying the wood for a monastery at the same time, so we'll see about that a bit later. Random chop instead? I suppose random chop. That saves me some 150 money. Okay, so yeah, I just completed the disciple, that was my plan. Yeah, one more worker makes sense to me. I still need to get my courthouse, my ministry, my library, my everything. So sure, let's go there. Alright, scholarship, Acropolis, excellent. We are the keystone. We completed our legacy. Alright, awesome. Things are not great actually, but they're still looking much better than they did at the beginning of the stream. Yeah, alright, so that's awesome. We have two families in the positive now. That's not happening. We cannot even be a general. Maintain a governor, we don't even have 8 cities, so no, that's not happening either. Did I simply forget to attack last turn with my warrior? I believe I did. That wasn't my brightest moment. Alright, let's get a decent shrine of Osiris. Oh, my mother and ex-regent is still the governor of Wasset, yeah. I was wondering if I hadn't forgotten completely about getting a governor in my capital and let it govern less, because my king isn't. And definitely in a builder wonder game, they would tend to be the capital governor. Alright, what's happening? We are getting raided. Our settler is still some time out. It's probably not entirely stupid to retreat and heal that warrior. Yeah, and we should think about upgrading a bit more seriously. Okay, I will be missing an order or not quite if I get that. Start the mine. We want husbandry at one point. I have 0 courtier, how much would that be worth? I don't think I rate the luxury very much. Alright, let's see what happens. We still want our temple, so we want to get to doctrine relatively quickly. Okay, Lush, the oligarch died. It's a no. Okay, they are traveling to us. Or do we stand? Where do we stand with Kush? Have a little bit of margin. Things will get much better when the heir gets on the throne, if they are still the same heir and so still influenced. So I think I'm just hitting the penalty. Alright, we now have herbalist. Let's heal somewhat efficiently. We don't want to lose our nets. This new worker is going to complete that shrine. And that way I can hide my disciple. Okay, that's okay. I'll let them come in a bit more. Hide my slinger maybe? Okay, these are, well, there is at least one melee unit, so I'll put one of the spearmen forward in the forest with ranger traits. That should help. Heal. I think we are cutting the trees for wood, getting the mine. And what shrine are we getting there? Well, they're all awesome shrines. What is this? Okay, it's a temperate tile. So, does that mean we're delaying the shrine to get the farm? Well, I don't have the the Heliopolis yet, after all. So it doesn't feel completely stupid, I assume, I suppose. Alright, let's get this one. I don't think this guy has a very compelling program ahead of themselves at the moment. I think I'm just starting the Pantheon, possibly? Question mark? The Colosseum wants food, right? So food is very expensive. So I assume the AI doesn't have huge stockpiles of food. It's hard to produce on this map. So I will try to produce the necessary food myself for a cheaper implementation. But okay, I'll prioritize getting my resource economy up for now at least. And yes, we have to urban improve our sedge seed. So where do I want to do that? Well, I'm not sure, but starting with the courthouse is hardly a bad choice. Let's do that. There's a lot we want in our capital, so extra clerics workers are welcome. I feel like if I'm getting this acolyte, the tile will get pillaged immediately, so I'll try again to go for the settler. How much for an upgrade? A lot. Is it still worth it though? Yes, maybe it is. Yeah, maybe it is, but I'll check that another time. Alright. Worker completed here. We have 3 workers, which is decent. I'll get one more. It cost me a single turn, thanks to the awesome granary pair boosting this farm with its farmer and the Egyptian bonus, so it all piles up. So if we check, this is plus 40% from being Egypt on a river, plus 60% from each granary, plus 10% for each adjacent farm. So that's 5.6 growth right there. And of course the farmer adds 3.8 on top of that. So this is quite a solid tile. Court members equal 0. Yes, my king is ascetic, meaning they won't marry, they won't get kids, they cannot be governors, they cannot be generals. And I'm not super fond of courtiers bonus cards typically. I'm still going for one at the moment, but that's not done yet. So Christianity just got founded on turn 82, as one does. Yeah, and I'll get an extra spearman from there, and I'll probably upgrade those guys because there are Numidians close by. So that's a useful perk. Alright, so this is my Heliopolis getting worked on. I have all my shrines in my capital. I would like a library, but I have nowhere really nice to put it at the moment. So okay, for now let's just speed up this Heliopolis business, and we can still reposition next turn to start something else. Or maybe send the OG worker. Well, they don't quite reach the river, which is a pity. What else beyond the Colosseum? The Pantheon is awesome too. What are the prerequisites for the Pantheon? Holy cities, that's it. I don't need to have a specific kind of tiles. Well, let's just check. I'm not sure if I can make it on a hill, for instance. I can. Alright, I think the Colosseum is still higher priority though. Where am I putting that? I want to put my bus somewhere. Um, does the Colosseum require a flat tile? I don't remember. Would this tile be eligible in clear? Let me check. It seems it would. Mm. Alright then, I'm just making this tile urban on my way. I still want husbandry very much, more than I usually do. I don't typically have a burning desire for husbandry, but it would be quite good here. Yeah, let's get the farm. Food is good. Food pays for colosseums. And with that, we completely forgot to do anything about the military conflicts we walked into, so not so great, maybe. Let's at least do something with this guy. We got our worker. We don't have that much more to do. Let's cancel for now. Yes, and welcome to stream. Good the one by default. Gru the one. Oh, Gru! Okay, okay. I know you as Gru then. I assume you're Gru from Discord and Explominate and all that. Is that correct? Is that right? Never have I been so happy to see. Sure. Okay. Cool. Cool. Welcome to the stream. Twitch is telling me that you are a first-time chatter, which doesn't mean you are a first-time viewer or anything, but that deserves a specific welcome, I believe. Alright, I want my shrine for the farm, so yeah, I'm not quite sure if I want to dedicate more workers to that, but at least let's get the courthouse. What happened here? A few things, but we can... Who kills? Oh, I can get Steadfast, and I think Steadfast is still a good promotion, even at this point in the game. So I'm going for it. Do they kill me, those people? No, they wouldn't dare. Okay. Alright, so let's strike a bit. Are we starting the Colosseum, is my question, or is it still a bit premature? We probably can start both, if I can buy the food. Alright. Do I have enough money? No, I'm far from it. Okay, I think I'm just faffing back and starting the Pantheon then. These guys are still working on my iron economy, are they? Yes, yes they are. Yes, it's not very safe, all that. Not very healthy. Foreign culture in Wathet? Well, yes. Doesn't do much, but I don't really want to pay for that, on the other hand. Oh, culture, still culture. Wasset will likely get legendary 2 in time, so it's not entirely absurd. I think I want to keep my food to start the Colosseum first. I cannot quite pay for a new spear, so I'll just get a slinger in the meantime. I'll definitely have the stone to start the Colosseum in time. No problem with engineering and the reduced stone cost that correspond to the food necessary to start it. Even more workers, is that what we are talking about? Yes, I believe this is. Per atom, conceal. Well, conceal again until we grow. I believe that's a decent option. Oh, okay. More Danes, more Danes. And I suspect... Well, maybe there are not Danes, maybe there are Thracians or something, but the distance towards city doesn't vary that much, so you can sort of guess where you would find city sites typically, and same for ruins. You're welcome, Fluffy. You have a good evening. All right. Oh, Greeks. I could get a sizable tribute from Greece if they were less than similar. Yeah, okay. Well, get influenced then, if that is your wish. Okay, let's kill this guy and get ready to kill more. Okay, I'm nabbing that, presumably, that's good. I got my courthouse in per atom. Do I take a 3-turn ministry? I believe I do. I won't be able to avoid building on hills eternally. That's a 3-turn ministry, which is acceptable. Yes. Alright, Fluffy is gone. I don't have to get exact kills anymore, so let's waste some damage. Husbandry next turn. I probably want to act on that. I didn't see that I have no pasture opportunity in Shesesh, so I think I want to send my workers to, well, some more workers to assist with the wonder effort. We still have one to complete. I swear this guy is getting damaged and my improvement pillaged every time. I still haven't got the Fisher. And I've tried twice so far. No doctrine around. Oh no, okay, we have a pasture that could potentially be made there. Okay, what shrine am I getting, if I'm getting any? I definitely want my Shrine of Ra, and I'm willing to buy an order to do that. So I'm very tight on training. 3 turns to the Heliopolis. I could maybe speed that up by piling up this worker, which is probably worth it, but I cannot buy the order anymore, so I'll leave with my past decisions. I should definitely adopt a law between freedom and slavery. Alright, I could send iron to Hatti for a favor. I could let Greece have a lot of science that they don't deserve, and they would owe me a favor. But they are quite old and severely ill, so I don't know how much that favor is worth. The Queen of Hatti likes us well enough, of course. She is a builder and humble, just as we are. Which means I'm not entirely sure. Oh, okay, religion. I suppose that does it. Yeah, okay, let's look at that again after I check the meat of the turn, as it were. Let's eat that guy. They are pleasantly striking at my best protected spear. I'm not quite sure why, so but that's good. I'm not complaining. All right, Doctrine. We want it. Yeah, okay, we need 4 more turn, 4 more turn of worker effort. I should maybe call it. If I'm getting a pasture right now, it's this one for the awesome food. Okay, I have 3 workers, I would need 5, so this one is not enough, but with this one I'm getting it next turn. You poor idiots. Alright, and my spear will be enough to finish this one next turn as well. Which is all I want things, so that's good. I need all of the shrines here. So let's get back on shore, cut the tree heal. Alright, I'm not making use of those workers, but that's okay. Alright, let's invest in good relations, in even better relations with Hati maybe. They are big after all. Yeah, I'm just getting an invasion out of that. Is that something I'm okay with? Maybe I'm okay with it? Because it means they would come toward me. So they would attack me where I can heal. Well, not here, unfortunately. I don't have a settler, and that will take a bit of time. Yeah, maybe that's fine. Alright. So I'll be getting the legitimacy out of that. Then they come to me, I get to deal with their units on my terms, on terms that are more favorable to me than if I was going to them. And then hopefully I will have just what it takes to capitalize on that and get the rest of things. Let's get the scribe. What's got me netted me a slinger. I really want my palace, I really want my library, my all that stuff. I will be able to start additional urban improvements around here next turn. We'll have two urban tiles. I think it's still worth getting a specialist. Do we have an opportunity for another farm with grain somewhere? Another farmer for growth? Not really. Not really. So since... Okay, I'll invest my civics in doing something about the discontent. Of course, the late game improvement will have massively with that. As Doctrine would, our science is still pitiful at the moment. It's quite weaker than I would typically want it to be on turn 85. But we are doing things. It's not like it's weaker just because we got other stuff. We got wonders, got development. Oh, I could become righteous and lose debauched for it, which would help with discontent. But I don't get the invasion if I'm doing that. 7 wonders will be a breeze, so definitely we're picking that. That's very thematic for the game as well. So I'm not even a little bit ashamed. Right, kill that guy, kill that one. My disciple might as well, well, continue to disappoint, I suppose. Yeah, it's not serious not having a palace in a legendary city. I still have 3 workers here, so I have what it takes to do it in 1 turn. Let's do that. Yeah, not sure about that. Yeah, okay, no crazy optimization to needed there. Let's kill this one. Heal. We'll want one more settler soon enough. Do we have all the shrines? We sort of have all the shrines in Sheshesh, I believe. Shrine of Osiris, Shrine of Ra, and that's it, so I'm entirely wrong, it turns out. Let's get whatever, a Shrine of Neith, for instance, yes. If it's a shrine, that's good enough. We have the Heliopolis now, so our order protection will get a lot better very quickly. Each shrine is now worth one order on top of everything else. So that's the best wonder in the game, I would argue, with, well, little competition at that level. Do we want to get rid of Debauched? I mean, Righteous would be very good, right? We'd get quite a few rebels from the Thutmose, of course. And I think we can deal with the invasion. And the legitimacy is always helpful. So alright, let's do that. Or attempt it at least. And okay, if we're talking about food, pasture is as good as anything, right? So we'll start that next turn. I guess it was 2020 summer when I bought the game. Can't believe it's been 5 years by now. Oh my god. Well, yes. Daedalus, welcome to the stream. Yeah, it's been some time. And I think it's still an awesome game. 2020 was early access, right? That's when the game was released in early access in May 2020, I believe. So maybe I started playing the game right before you, depending what you mean by summer. I think I bought it in June. But yeah, it's been some time. Fair enough. And in my totally unbiased opinion, this is still the best game in the world, but... And yes, and that's it. Yeah, it was early access. I even got the 25% discount on it. Yes, same. Obviously, I'm working with Mohawk today. I don't want to give a wrong impression, but at that time I wasn't. So, and that's probably the best value I ever got out of a game. I ever spent. Well, I cannot really say countless because Epic and Steam and all these are counting. So, but never been a good player of it. It takes some effort, I would say, depending. There's a lot that's happening, so I think it depends very much on how you learn. Depending on people, it's easier or not. I kind of like looking at the numbers and the tooltip, so I think the UI was particularly suited to me. So I was lucky in that sense. The game was easier to learn for me, I believe, than it was for most players. Unfortunately, it makes me particularly poorly qualified as a as a designer now to assess how to improve the UI, because I was fine with it from the start. So I'm not always best at identifying what we should do to make the game a bit more learnable. Yeah, I want my library now. And I want it now. Well, yeah, maybe not now like that. Yeah. Maybe not now like that, because now we can get the Colosseum. So let's start it. Not quite like that either. Yes, like that, so that I can heal that guy and use them to start another improvement. You'll note that this wonder I started so that it's locked down. I'm the only one who can work on it, but I rate some improvement that I'm missing in my capital higher than completing the wonder. So long as I secured it. More of an RTS guide, to be honest, but a lot of the improvement the game has done through over the years. Yeah, I believe. Well, we should be proud. I'm saying that the development was very, the delivery of content was very frequent. Well before I joined, it's not like that's something I brought, but we are proud of updating the game very regularly. I've seen many games in early access not getting as many releases as regular patches as we still do today with a game that is fully released. So yeah, I think we have that down at least. Maybe not the marketing, maybe not quite a few things that are important. I'm not doing that to. I'm not saying that to accuse people of being too good at marketing or something like that. But yeah, that's something that amazed me as well before I joined. The quality of community interaction and update the game was seeing from forever, essentially, from the beginning, or at least as far as I know. Will there be an Old World 2 or any other game to be released by Mohawk anytime soon? I am not at liberty to discuss, so I'm sorry. I would like to tease things, but typically we don't discuss our plans for DLCs or for anything. I can say that we are still supporting Old World, we are still producing content for Old World, and so stay tuned. I can also say that no development studio can survive on a single game eternally. So at one point or another, we'll probably release another game. But that's as much as I can say. I hope it's understandable that I cannot fully answer your question. Yeah, we really need our library and our academy and our everything here. We are still very slow, and doubling the science production of our capital would do wonders about that. So let's prioritize that as much as possible. Let's get the Elder Scribe. We need to push our civics. All citizens, all specialists should be one turn in our capital, and they should be so for some time. I want freedom. I want I have awesome stone production. I have decent iron production. I have margins to get more, but the growth would really help me. I don't have that many cities, and I need them to each of them to get better. I also have more workers than I know what to do with at the moment. More orders than I know what to do with, so I need additional workers as well. That would be a solid push. And settlers would be decent as well. Yeah, I'm getting a Shrine of Ra. Yeah, okay, let's go with a pair of workers first. And let's have a look around as well. Alright, so this tile is safe because I can get back to that forest if I don't find another more appetizing forest somewhere. Oh, there's still an ancient ruin, so it was worth going for a bit of exploration up there. And okay, it's long past time to get my monasteries up. Judaism has spread to per atom, so this shrine is generating an awesome 15 culture. So that is the effect of having a shrine that is originally natively producing 5 culture, I believe, because it's adjacent to 3 mountains, and the Shrine of Osiris generates 2 culture and gets 50% adjacency from each adjacent mountain. So that's plus 150%, so 5. But also I'm not actually getting 2 culture plus 150%. I get 2 plus 2 because there is Judaism in the city, which has mythology, theology, and also plus 2 because there is also Zoroastrianism, which also picked mythology. So actually this is 6 culture shrines plus 150%, 15 culture in a single tile. Shrines are useful and mythology is good. And of course in this game where we went for that strategy with polytheism to get plenty of shrines, targeting wonders and specifically the late game wonders, the Colosseum in particular. This is paying off at the moment. All right, let's try. Is it really what we are doing? Maybe we are just like getting a buy rim to make sure that this time it doesn't get pillaged in the meantime. That wouldn't be absurd, would it? Now that makes sense to me. All right, I'm getting a buy rim. Yeah, I mean, my leader is still doing something despite being ascetic, but it's a bit frustrating not to be able to do anything. Cannot appoint them, cannot. Yeah, it's a bit of an often trait. Yes, I'm getting the mysterious sword, and I'm not paying for it if I'm poor. That's how monarchy works. Yes, I do want the academy. I also want to chop the wood and still work. Chop this wood as well and still work, work, work. I do want my pastures. I'm not getting all of them done right now though. Well, let's make them independently, that works too. Not as quick, but we could still accelerate that with our extra workers next turn. Settle a new city that hadn't happened in some time. And I think I want the mountain tiles if for visibility only. And I think it's still a landowner spot. Well, it's not really a landowner spot. It's not the terrain that makes me decide that, but landowners put more importance than others on having the most cities. So they are very happy to have 3 cities when the clerics have 2 and the sages only 1. Yeah, I might as well get there and encore, I believe. And work on that fissure again. Let's try again the fissure thing. This is very slowly progressing, but it is progressing. Let's get that shrine. More orders, more goodness. They are a bit intimidating, our Kushite neighbors. They like us though. And they are stronger. We need to do something about our military at one point. We've been very greedy with our tech pass, getting just more and more economical development. But the game won't always be as lenient with letting us do that, so we should prepare. And I think the priority of moving these units is getting these ones closer to somewhere relevant, so let's start on that. We got our apprentice scribe. We want to conceal. Next turn we'll want the farmer. We want to push our growth even more. This will still be an awesome farm with the adjacency to the pasture, so still quite good. Okay, I forgot that we improved this. We got farmer on this grainless tile, but okay, that's still an okay tile, if not awesome. And yes, more workers, please. Alright, so Kush settled to our north. Right, more trees, more things. Good. Can we get the university done? Maybe if we start it. Oh yes, if we start it here, we can. Because I need 6 workers and we only had 5, so that's why I'm asking myself the question. Okay, and let's do that a little bit better. So because this is costing me movement, I'm just scrubbing the tile along the way and getting my university. It doesn't get an adjacent resource, but it will nab the rest of the tile close to the mountains. And of course, it's I still need 2 orders, so that's not as valuable as what was painting it, for sure. Okay, so this is still my Londoner seat after all, so I can just buy the tile to get the more valuable farm here. And I want it improved now, so let's do that too. Buy this tile as well to get the additional one, and we'll get this farm with the workers next turn. Alright, we are generating decent food now. So that's very much an improvement. But yeah, we want to develop our city a bit more concretely. So let's get a courthouse to start with. And we don't have the orders to get all the value from these guys. I suppose I could buy an extra, well, yeah, 3 orders to do this and complete both pastures next turn. And after that, I'm getting my academy and continuing to push my development in this city. The farm, so I'm emphasizing the growth, even if I have better options for science and further civics. But I need to catch up somewhat, and that includes the growth of my city that is lagging behind at the moment. Right, civics protection, so I do want the master scribe here, done in 1 turn, excellent. Game of the week? No, it's not the game of the week. So this is a very actually this is a new map script that is quite recently added to the game. Added to the main branch with the latest patch actually. So this map script is called Rejuvenation, and you start the game. You would have to look at the stream for the previous week to have more details. With just sand and hard tiles, no resources. There are rivers, hills, mountains, but it's all very arid. But it gets better with each turn. Some sand tiles will become arid, some arid tile will become temperate, some temperate tile will become lush. Some vegetation will grow, scrubs and trees will appear, some resources will come into the game. So here, as we are getting to the late game, so I decided to play Egypt, which is a bit easy mode because the extra 400 stone when starting the game, I'm playing on the great, so you have 0 resources at the start, makes a massive difference. And we managed to grab well, more wonders than I got in any game on that difficulty in a long time. So so that was the goal, to play a sort of thematic game going for wonders. And this is a new map type that has been released with Wrath of the Gods, our latest DLC, where one of the big features are calamities. So it's a new system, occurrences, things that happens globally on the map, which we used prominently to implement disasters. So you can have a plague, a hurricane, an earthquake, etc. It also includes a scenario that is very much focused on that, but with a bit of a fantastic slant, where you have to appease the gods to achieve victory and avoid getting hammered by those calamities. And it also includes this specific script, map script, that is making the most of that system, very targeted on those calamities. Alright, I think I just want my wonders and to start spawning swordsmen now. That will help shore up my power. Yeah, not sure about this worker yet. Yeah, let's start an academy, the next pasture, and get the pasture done right now. I couldn't complete the academy in one turn, but I can start the academy, put 3 workers there. Next turn it will need 4. I will have 1 plus the 3 workers, and I'll complete it the turn after. I'm not sure I should be explaining the micro. It's probably more intimidating than helpful. Yeah, so sorry about that. I should be a bit more disciplined. I've made it a habit, but I'm not sure it's making better content. So, Ocom. All right. I'm not as rich as I thought I was. Okay. This is a courthouse in the works here. All right, we are getting the opportunity to start on temples quite soon. We still want to expand a bit, and let's grab this bonus. Oh, could get opinion from the Danes. Oh, that's true. We are at peace with the Danes. Somehow the invasion never came. But I still don't care about the Danes, and I still want their sides. So, all right, new Queen of Hatti, and they don't like me at all. Okay. Zoroastrianism is apparently in our pockets these days because it's led by a builder. Excellent. Yeah, so it might be worth investing in their opinion. Old is a queen? 49. Alright, so not immortal, but not quite dying either. Yeah, we are still not great on discontent, and I suppose that's to be expected. Lumber mill and pastures, I have none of that. City defense, Wasset is at the core of my empire. Cunning might do something. I could do some caravan diplomacy, I suppose, but I really don't have great growth in my capital, so I don't know how much of a plan that actually is. And of course, by I don't know, I mean I doubt. Okay, I think I really want my monastery here. That's the next thing I would really like to have here. Is it worth trying to pack it close to the grove resource? I'm not so sure actually. Alright, let's keep regrouping our military units. Mediocre as they are. Yeah, we still want a lot more specialists. Let's get some growth. Actually, yeah, that's not a bad return. That's like an extra 50% research. Or research is crap. So when your research is crap, that typically makes inquiry better. All right. More workers? Yes, I think so. The honor of Hatti. You know what? You'll get your statue. That's okay. We have to arbitrate between those guys, so someone will be displeased. I don't remember what that does. Let's try it. Okay, I should get this pasture. This is not an awesome tile, but it's way better than it's as much growth as this farm potentially. Well, I won't get the rancher, but it will also boost the farm. Right, the king is here. Oh, we could attack Greece. Well, we are not doing that with our wires and spearmen on turn 91. But yeah, let's take peace. We are trying to really play a builder game, so that doesn't feel that feels right. To be less bloodthirsty than I sometimes try to be. Okay, this is all great farms. Alright, I want both farmers, please, and I'll get... Well, no, I won't get... Oh, no, okay, I have only 2 granaries, so I will make a granary on this tile probably, keep this one for an extra farm. And if I'm doing that, I might as well get the farm right now, since I won't complete the farmer until 2 turns. The farmer and thus get the tile and thus be able to make a granary here, even if we might end up replacing this farm with another granary if the city ever reaches legendary level of culture. Grab wood. Start a shrine. Yes. Okay. Complete the courthouse. Yeah, we don't have the money to get our monastery. How much would it cost? Not that much. We are close actually in terms of... okay, we don't need that food, or we don't need that much of it at the moment. Let's sell it while it's expensive, because it really helps us get money when we need it to push our development, and in particular wood. And we should really try to get another monastery here and here. So let's make use of our disciples. They've been twiddling their thumbs for a long time. This guy is going here. I want a temple started as soon as possible for my capital in particular. I want more temples in general. Because each temple will be an additional 2 orders. That would be awesome improvement, and once again that's because of the theology I adopted, Revelation. Very strong play. Well, they're all strong, all theologies really, but I do enjoy my Revelation, and it's if you're not planning to pile religions on top of one another, which I kind of like to do, but it's always a super long-term thing, so not that great a play usually, unless you go all in. But yeah, Revelation giving you alpha an order on temples, which also get alpha an order by default. That doubled for cleric city is 2 orders improvement. It's just awesome. And with that, I think that's where I'll stop for this session, for this stream. I'll definitely pick up the game next time I stream, which I believe should be next week. And yeah, I hope to see you then, and maybe we'll have time to bring the game to its conclusion. We're probably going for VPs. I don't know if I think I kept ambition victory enabled, yes, but we haven't made huge progress there. We'll have to see what it does. We are getting in position to get that one, but that should come. Oh, thank you, Gru, and you are welcome around. I'm happy to see you still playing the game. A long-term member on Discord and everywhere. So yeah, that will be it for tonight. So thank you all for joining, and see you next week, I hope. Bye-bye.